Hey guys, I'm Alura. My husband Dustin and I run this channel, Likely Lost, and this channel is about alternative lifestyles. We live in a 24-foot travel trailer with our cat Mochi, and all last year we traveled around the country working seasonal jobs and just spreading awareness that you don't have to live this cookie cutter life, get into crazy amounts of debt. And then just encouraging like an adventurous lifestyle. So that's what this channel is about. So feel free to subscribe if you're not, and like this video if you like it while you're watching. And those of you that are subscribed, I want to say thank you. And you probably already know this about me, but I love quitting jobs. And I quit another job this morning, and yeah, I'm just going to talk about quitting jobs today. So thank you for clicking on the video and watching, and I hope you enjoy. So starting off, I just want to say I did get a job when I came back here to North Carolina. It was a work from home job that I was hoping I could bring on the road with me. And unfortunately, it was something that I couldn't bring on the road with me. But it was a remote call center job. And there was a few red flags with this company that happened as I worked here. I've been working for them for like 2 months. So there's a few red flags, but I was like, whatever. It's a stupid easy job. So I just did it, whatever, it was fine. They let me pick my hours and everything, so I was happy with it. And then a couple of days ago, they let everybody know that the hours that we chose isn't going to be how it is anymore. And they basically gave us these like mandatory time blocks. They said there was some wiggle room if it wasn't going to work. And so when I put in my request for that wiggle room, like my request for the hours I wanted, they shut me down immediately. So they kept asking me, have you decided your shift yet? Have you decided? And it was just the time blocks for the shift. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. It wasn't really working with my schedule. And so yesterday I said, hey, I gotta leave early because I gotta figure out my shift situation. I need to make some phone calls, etc., etc. And I just left and went to the staffing agency, and I got a job like right then and there. So this morning, before my shift was supposed to start, and I'm not saying this is the right thing to do, but it was the thing that I wanted to do, because I mean they weren't, bending over backwards for me. So if I knew if I was going to quit, I wasn't going to work this last day. But I basically went in before my shift and I messaged all my managers and I said, due to the shift change, I will no longer be working for this company. Thank you. Goodbye. Nobody's replied to me yet. So with that little backstory out of the way, I just felt the need to talk about the employee-employer relationship and how nowadays it's kind of skewed. So this is something that I've kind of learned over the years since I've been working. I've been working for like 11 years now, since I was 18. And I've quit many jobs. That's just kind of like my thing. Like I've never known what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Everything that I've done these past 11 years, I cannot think of one single thing that I could actually see myself doing for 30 years and then retiring. I just can't see myself doing something for 30 years in general. That is a nightmare to me. But over the years, trying new jobs and learning about companies and doing different things, I noticed there is a dynamic between the employee and the employer that is imbalanced. And what I mean is the employee and the employer are supposed to have this mutual agreement. Like, I am going to offer you my services in exchange for pay, right? It's a simple transaction. I, as an employee, am providing you with something, and you are paying me for it. But somehow, this dynamic is not as mutual and even as it's supposed to be. People are nervous for job interviews. People are, like full of anxiety, like, oh my gosh, I hope I get this job, and, things like that, which obviously people need to work and all of that, but that anxiety, like, you have to have the confidence that you're valuable for this company. And it's not there. Most of the time it's not there anymore. And then another thing is people that get the job are going to bend over backwards for a company that doesn't really care. They will make it seem like if you dedicate all of your time and energy to this company, that maybe you'll get a raise. Maybe you'll move up the ladder. You'll get a promotion. And generally, it doesn't happen. You could work there for 10 years trying to get a manager position, and they're going to hire some random guy that was a shift lead at Taco Bell to be your manager. And that's just how it is nowadays. That's just the reality of it. Companies do not really care about their employees anymore. And the thing that employees need to realize about their employer and their company is you are replaceable. If your company and your employer is making you feel replaceable, that's because you are. You are not an asset. You may be valuable, but that doesn't mean you're not replaceable. I know that I'm a hard worker. I know that I am a valuable employee. I know that I have a great work ethic, and I know that I'm going to do my best. That doesn't mean I'm not replaceable, Yeah, I'm a nobody, really, for the company. Even though I know that I will do a good job, the company only cares about having the right amount of people and just getting the job done, ultimately. If you disagree, comment down below. We'll have a discussion about it. But the mindset that we need to get into is this job that you have is also replaceable. If you go and most people don't ask for a raise at their job. And if you feel like you're doing a good job, like genuinely, like you've been there a long time, you've got proof that you've got like the best metrics, the most sales, the most, things like that, and you go and ask for a raise and they shut you down, that just shows you what the company thinks of you. And I know that happens a lot. I know companies rarely give raises now, let alone like one person. Like sometimes they'll do like a raise, but really it's just like the company's minimum wage is like going up, and the newbie that just got hired a month ago is going to be at the same level as you now. There's no real like metric system and raises I've found in my different jobs that I've done. So you ask for a raise and your company shuts you down, you're probably never going to get a raise. You're probably never going to get a promotion. And it sucks because that's not how it's supposed to be. And the employers know that the employees want to hold out and like want to work 30 years and move up the ladder and, get the benefits and get the pat on the back and everything. And they string them along, really is what it is. They're stringing people along, and they know you're not going to quit because, you're skipping your lunches because we asked you to. You're coming in on your days off because we asked you to. They have you wrapped around their finger. And that's not how it's supposed to be. You're providing them a service. And if they don't appreciate that, that company is just as replaceable to you as you are to them. And it's just time to go. Ultimately, this video is just to challenge the way you think about jobs and companies and that relationship. You don't need to be afraid of a job interview. You don't need to be afraid to negotiate your pay, ask for a raise, and you definitely don't need to be afraid of quitting a job. That's one of the best feelings in the world. Being a job hopper, I don't know if that's a word, but it needs to be, has been one of the best things I have ever done for my career, to be honest. My career, okay? My career as a job hopper. Let me rephrase that. Being a job hopper is one of the best things I've ever done for myself as a person and for finding jobs, because I'm very well-rounded in a whole bunch of different jobs. And I'm also a super quick learner, because every few months I'm like the new person. So my mind has adapted to where like I just pick up things really fast, and I do a pretty good job in like anything I do. Not to like toot my own horn, but it has made me a pretty quick learner, and it's something that I'm proud of. I enjoy doing different jobs, and it really helps me find new jobs, because if I find something that I like, odds are I have some kind of experience in what this job is looking for. And to go along with that, seasonal jobs has really helped me. I was working at a dead-end job, no real like way to move up, and when I got the job at Glacier National Park, they offered me a leadership position, which I wouldn't have gotten, anywhere else. So seasonal jobs has given me a really good opportunity to grow like my leadership skills as a manager. And then from Glacier, we were offered like district manager positions. We were over like hundreds of people. I was over like 5 people and then like hundreds of people. So seasonal jobs has given me and Dustin like huge opportunities to grow our resume. And yeah, I just wanted to share that. I just want to encourage you guys to challenge your idea of like the 9 to 5 and the employees and employers and companies and moving up the ladder and just all of that. We should be talking more about it, and we should be making sure that companies know that they're replaceable just like us. And yeah, that's it for today. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And if you hit that bell, I guess you get notified of my videos. So if you want to hit that, I'd appreciate it. And of course, Mochi, you say bye to our friends, okay? Say bye to our friends. You say bye to them. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.